Hey, what's up guys, Alex here. Thank you for checking this video and welcome to another episode of the WordPress plugin tutorial series. This episode is brought to you by SkySilk. If you're looking for a powerful, reliable, and affordable VPS in the cloud, skysilk.com is the answer for you. Look no further for amazing, powerful cloud computing machine starting as low as $1 per month. Click the link in the description below to learn more. In this video, we're going to take a look on how our current plugin performs with the new version of WordPress, version 5.0, or I'm currently running the 5.0.2 that has a bunch of security patches, but we're going to see how our plugin interacts with Gutenberg and how we can slowly update our plugin to be 100% compatible with the new version of WordPress. First of all, we're going to tackle the full compatibility of the custom post types with Gutenberg. So we have our custom post type manager activated, and if we open it and we create a new custom post type, for example, books, and we can check all the options that you want, but you can create whatever custom post type you want, and we access the books and we create a new book, you will see that automatically WordPress returns the classic editor. But if we want to create a new post, automatically WordPress returns the new editor, which is Gutenberg, the block editor. So our custom post type by default, because it was generated with kind of like the old type of code, quote unquote, is not automatically grabbing the Gutenberg visual editor. And same things happens for the testimonial custom post type that we manually generated for our testimonials manager. And if we create a new testimonial, we get also in this case the default editor. And another particular thing of the testimonial custom post type is that we have these testimonial options that are all meta key, are all custom fields that we generated. If you've been using advanced custom field that you've been trying to use Gutenberg with the previous version of advanced custom field, you would notice probably that all the custom fields are not working, are not being saved if you save your post via Gutenberg. First, let's take a look on how to update our testimonial custom post type to automatically get Gutenberg by default, and it's actually really easy. So of course we need to access the testimonial controller that is inside Inc. base testimonial controller, and here we need to find the method that registered the post type. And even if you're new here, you didn't follow the entire series, you don't have the same source code, the procedure is exactly the same. If you're generating your custom post type with the register post type method and you're passing a bunch of arguments or you're writing these arguments in line, the only thing that you have to do is to add an extra option that was recently added to WordPress. So at the end, right after the declaration of supports, in our case we are supporting just the title and the editor, we can put a comma and we can add another attribute, and this attribute is actually kind of confusing. It's called show underscore in underscore rest. This stands for show this post type in the version 2 of the REST API, and this is a Boolean attribute, so we need to specify true if we want it to be activated in the REST API version 2. The REST API version 2 is the version that is used by Gutenberg. So by saying that, we're telling to WordPress, hey, is this custom post type that we're registering, it's compatible with WordPress. If we save it, we go back in our backend, we refresh this testimonial page, we add a new testimonial, automatically WordPress will return Gutenberg. And look what happens here. So I'm gonna create a testimonial test, something like that. And this is a testimonial test. Then I'm gonna save draft, or I'm gonna wait for Gutenberg to automatically save the draft, and that's fantastic. Now, of course, because I have the paragraph selected, I have the block highlighted, but if I click on document, all my testimonial options are here, and the style perfectly matches the default style of the blocks of WordPress, which is fantastic. So here I can write, for example, Alex, and then alex@alecad.com, whatever email, and then I wanna check approve and featured, and if I save the draft, I don't have any error, and if I publish, and I publish now, look what happened. It's loading, the post has been saved and has been published, and if I go in my testimonial section, look what I have here. I have all my custom options stored, the name, the email, the approved, and the featured check marks. And if I edit this thing, and I go back here, it's not featured, but it's approved, and I update this thing, and I go back in my testimonial page, the updates are 100% recognized, and we don't have any error because of the way we build this thing. since we 100% respected the documentation of WordPress by adding the meta box the proper way and by rendering the boxes and the fields the way WordPress wanted, automatically all our things are 100% working with the new visual editor of WordPress. And this is one of the kind of great things about WordPress, that it's always and is trying to always be backward compatible. So even if Gutenberg is breaking a lot of backward compatibility, the majority of these issues are because the developers or the builders of those plugins, they didn't follow the WordPress way of doing things. They didn't follow the WordPress convention. So if WordPress states something with the documentation that you should build something in a specific way and you should respect some rules, you should actually follow that. Even if this is just PHP and you can literally build and code the things however you want, you should always respect the WordPress way, because when a new version of WordPress comes out and something changes drastically, you can be 99% sure that all your things will be 100% compatible. So of course now we can also apply this logic to our custom post type manager. So if we access here and we delete this old custom post type, we can access our custom post type controller, and in the list of all the options that we're getting from our custom post type, we can specify here right after the supports, we can specify the option show in rest, and here also this one has to be true as a boolean, and we need to repeat this option when we actually register the post type, when we activate the loop right after the support. Or you can literally put it whatever you want, but here we can put show in rest, show in rest. Perfect. So now if we go back in our backend and we add a custom post type, actually let's refresh, we add a custom post type and we add once again our book post type and books, and we make it public and has the archive. We save the changes. This is saved. If we go here and we add a new book, automatically our custom post type dynamically generated from our custom post type manager is porting the new and shiny Gutenberg visual editor. So everything works and everything is fantastic. We can add our heading, yes, and then paragraph. And also another thing, you know that if you hit the /, you can actually have a quick entry and just like scroll through, or actually type what you want. If you want a list, I want a list, and then automatically it's gonna create the list. Or if you want an image, automatically it's gonna add the image block, which is, it's kind of great. Like, it's getting better and better in Gutenberg, and I see how the usability is the focus of this new code editor. So yeah, this was a super quick lesson to show you how to update our old plugin that we coded in version 4 of WordPress to be fully compatible with version 5. In the next videos, we're gonna go through all the sections of the plugin and make sure that all those options that we custom made are 100% compatible with the new visual editor of WordPress and the new REST API and all the new shiny things coming in the new version of WordPress. Thank you guys for watching, and until the next one, as usual, happy coding!